Hi there, welcome to the channel. My name's Zach, and today I've bought myself a center stand from SW Motech. So in this video I'm going to show you how I'm going to install it, and as usual with these videos, I'm not a mechanic, I'm just an average Joe. So if I can do it, then anyone else can do it. Okay, so these are the things it comes with. You got the instruction manual, which you have to download, and grease, which I bought myself because they say that you need to grease some things. So it's mainly just these parts here, and obviously the actual center stand part, which I'll show you later. Okay, so watching videos online, I've seen that it's helpful to take off the sump card. So it's really easy to do, it's just 4 nuts, 4 bolts. Okay, so one of the first things to do is to put this rubber thing into this hole over here. Just have to basically just squeeze it in. Okay, so then next is to take this plate, this bolt and washer, and this spacer, it's one of the smaller ones, and just put it into the last hole over here, and that's there. Okay, so the next is to remove this bolt over here. So I'm just going to do that quickly. Okay, so apparently we don't use this bolt anymore. We will be using an SW Motech bolt. So the next part is to take the big bolt, big washer, big spacer, and the nut that goes with it, and we'll put that onto the plate that we first did. Alright, so behind here is a hole that's already put in the chassis. So that's where the smaller bolt is going to go, this one over here. Get it under the cable that tells the bike that the stand is down, and that'll go in this hole here, and then this big bolt over here that'll go on the other side, this side, and go into this plate. So another thing that they said you should put thread locker in on some of the bolts, so I'll be doing that now also. Okay, so the big bolt is going to go in this side, and it just screws in, so apparently it takes a bit of time to get in, get all the way through. Hope that this is this is not the right washer. Okay, so it's not the big one, it's the smaller one, because that won't fit. And the spacer goes in between. Okay, so once that plate is attached to the bike, they do say not to tighten up the small bolt all the way. I don't quite know why yet, but I guess we'll find out. And then the next step is to take these 2 small bolts and washers, put it in here, and attach it to that plate that we've just installed on the bike. So I'm going to get onto that now. Okay, so this plate here is going to attach on over here. Again, also just using thread lock. Right, let's just use an Allen key just to tighten all those up. See them just over here. There's that. This is where the big bolt went, and this is where that's going to tighten up on. It's quite close to the chain. Okay, so next we've got to remove this bolt and this bolt. So I'm going to do that now quickly. Seems to be a 12 millimeter will do. So I do have a torque wrench and I will be torquing these all to spec, but I won't be doing that on camera because I think that's fairly boring to show. Okay, so once we've removed those two bolts, it is take this plate, these two spaces, these two bolts and washers, and they'll just be installed right through here on the left side of the bike. Okay, so it looks like these spaces over here go between the plate and the actual bike. So let's give that a go. Oh, and it's Allen keys again. Oh, and also Loctite. Don't forget to put the Loctite. Well, I'm in the car off to go and see if I can find an Allen key that'll fit this. I don't know why they have to use Allen keys. I hate Allen keys. Alright, so I had to go to the shops and get this. I don't know what size it is. It's very annoying. I don't know why they use Allen keys. Allen keys really annoy me. But anyway, so I'm just going to tighten up these bolts. Okay, so next is to put a bit of grease on these two and then put them into the plates that we've mounted on the bike. Okay, so these are the holes that these need to go into, just like pushed into here. And there's one also on the other side. Okay, so the next step is take these two bolts with the bigger washers and actually attach the main part of the center stand to the bike. Okay, so I have had a bit of trouble with the tolerance on this one, so I'm hoping that's not going to be too much of an issue, but I can see that it is. So I'm going to have to try and bash it in a bit. Oh boy, that's going to be an issue. I might have to take this piece off because no matter how hard I push, the tolerance is just not right. This one went in really nice and easy, but this one's just not going in. I'm probably gonna have to take it off and bash it in, which is gonna be a real pain in the ass. Okay, so hopefully you can see what I mean about the tolerances. See, the other one just went straight in, but this one, you know, as hard as I push on it, it just will not go all the way in. So I'm gonna have to give it a little tap with a hammer. But it meant I had to take this whole thing off, which was a bit of a pain, but oh well. These things happen. Okay, so now that this is actually attached, I'm going to go back now and tighten up all the bolts, all on the other sides. They get them all nice and tight. And then it's basically, I think, just putting the spring on, and then that's it. Alright, so now we're on to the last bit. It's just installing the chain. Has this little like chain locking screw thing, a bolt, and a little spacer. Okay, so now let's just put the springs onto here, loop this through, then this bolt with its washer and this little spacer, and then just connect it all up. Okay, so I think that's everything.
going to tighten this up a little bit more. I think that's okay.
Alright, so that was it. I've installed it all. I'm going to give it a test and I'll film that and I'll show you it working. If you have any questions about what the product looks like on the bike, or what it feels like, or does it bounce or rattle or something like that, just send me a message in the comments. I'll be happy to try and answer them the best I can. I'll input some footage of it actually like lifting up the bike. Okay, so all in all, besides the fact that that one piece didn't fit, it didn't take me that long to do and it was fairly easy. So I think anyone can do it. I don't have the greatest tools and I have very little experience doing these things, and I was able to do it quite fine. So I think anyone can do it and you should give it a try. Otherwise, thank you for watching, like and subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.